bigger with your waist. That way your spine adapts to this new direction, range of motion. All right, once you get to the biggest circle possible, that's when you want to over-exaggerate the leans. Move your head away to the left to stretch out your right side, way back for your abs, way right for the left obliques, and then way forward for the lower back. So do what it takes to loosen up that lower spine. And be patient. Keep going. Some of you might be a little bored or something, but trust me, it'll be worth it. And you need to do this. Look it up, and a lot of martial artists, mixed martial artists, boxers, they have one way or another of preparing their body first before they even start rotating, start even warming up for their actual workouts. All right, we're done with this. All right, now we're going to do legs. All right, hip flexors, glutes, hamstrings, lower back a little bit. What we're going to do is raise our knees up high. Now we activate the lower abs, all kinds of muscles, and then we're going to alternate the legs. All right, so we're just going to point your toes down as well. All right, the reason why you want to do that, point your toes down, that way you start activating ligaments and tendons on your ankles. All right, just get your knees up as high as possible. And keep breathing nice and smooth, nice and deep, and keep pointing those toes down. That way you start activating those ligaments and tendons on your ankles without any load. All right, we're almost done with this one. Alright, and then we're done. So let's go ahead and do knees and ankles now, but now we're going to do it with the load. So we're going to get on top of it like this, put your feet together, get your hands on top of your knees, and make your knees go in a big, big circle, as big as possible of a circle that you can possibly make. Alright, one thing I recommend is not to keep your feet flat. Go ahead and pivot them, tilt them, do whatever it takes for you to make that big, big circle. And if you keep your feet flat, you might put a little too much strain or too much stress on your ligaments and tendons, alright? So go ahead and pivot them around, move them around safely, make them shift around with the movement of the circles that you're making with the knees. And keep breathing, breathing, breathing. Alright, let's go ahead and switch it up. Other direction now, big, big circles. Don't keep your feet flat. Alright, go ahead and tilt them, pivot them around, stuff like that. And keep breathing, breathing nice and deep in through your nose and out through your mouth. Alright, we're done with that. Alright, now pick a foot, doesn't matter which one, and go ahead and start rotating. Alright, so you guys keep rotating while I demonstrate a few of the things, or explain a few of the things I should say. Alright, what you want to do also is you want to push in down towards the discomfort. That way you stretch out the muscles that give you chin splints and stuff like that. And obviously, so you lubricate in a sense the joint, your ankles and your joints in your ankle. All right, so you want to go into the discomfort. Right, remember that discomfort. Go ahead and switch the direction with that same foot. All right, remember that discomfort. All it is for the most part means it's a range of motion that your body's not used to. Little by little, you'll make your body adapt to that, making you more agile. All right, let's go ahead and switch it up. Switch up the foot. Nice and smooth at first, because it might be a little stiff, and little by little go faster and faster, or deeper and deeper. Remember, go into the discomfort. If you feel sharp pain, that's something different. That's not right. All right, you gotta stop and consult your doctor, your physician, and see what what's wrong with it, why you feel so much pain. But if it's just discomfort, it's fine. Go into discomfort just a tiny bit each and every single time. That way your body gets used to it. Switch the direction with that same foot. That way your body adapts to this motion, and it will make you more agile. Plus, remember, the main thing we're doing right now is maximizing our circulation and introducing every range of motion possible to our bodies so that nothing becomes a shock. That will minimize the risk of injury, and it will let us be full of energy as much as possible the whole time. Alright, the last thing we're going to do is our arms. Alright, so what we're going to do is first hands, because we do have muscles in our hands that we're going to need to carry around those weights that we're going to be holding for a long time, because we're going to be doing hundreds of reps. Alright, so anyhow, what you want to do is dangle your hands around almost like if you have a set of keys. Alright, just jerk them around, jerk them a tiny bit. Be somewhat playful with it, alright? Don't baby yourself and go, barely like this. Alright, no, jerk them around. That way you feel a slight discomfort on your wrists, on your forearms, stuff like that. All right, now go up and down for the wrists. And go sideways for the wrists. All right, and we're done with that one. Now do elbows. Last one is elbows, so jerk them around. See how I'm throwing it out and then it jerks, and I send a jerk all the way up to my shoulders. So jerk them around back and forth. All right, once again, just jerk them around a slight bit. It's enough to feel slight discomfort. Don't baby yourself. Don't try to go all slow. It's not doing anything for you. There's no benefit in that. Alright, we're done with that. Now take the last few seconds to rotate anything else that might feel tight or whatever the case may be. Maybe, like me, usually it's still my waist. So what I do is I heard it crack. That's a good thing. As long as there were no sharp pain, it's good. So I try not to force things. I go nice and smooth and methodical. And watch my feet. I'm pivoting. See how I pivot right there? When I go this way, I pivot with that foot. Because if I don't, it's too much strain on your MCL. Alright, also your LCL. Alright, so you want to go ahead and rotate and pivot those feet. Almost like you're trying to hit a baseball, or like if you're trying to punch. Alright? So move nice and smooth. Alright, that might be good already. Next thing, maybe thighs. What I do is I jerk them around, almost like if I'm trying to hit a soccer ball, but I kind of jerk it so that my muscle, my thighs, my quads, they shake around. So nice and smooth, and maybe your arms one at a time or something, maybe your shoulders. It's up to you. Whatever you feel tight still, go ahead and activate it a certain way so that you don't feel tight anymore. Alright, so that's it for the rotations. And now we're ready to start the warm-up, all right?